Hello everyone, so welcome to chapter 7. We're gonna cover the detail listing page now. And yeah, so let's just get right into it. So we follow the same process: URL, views, and template. So go to urls.py and create the path and the URL. So create a path or URL to the detail of each of the listings. Let's change this. Alright. So we're just adding an ID here, which is going to refer to the particular listing. So that's going to be in the path so that we see the details of the listing that we select or that the user selects. There's an explanation here for what I just said. And let's go to views.py and let's create a view now. And so for this one, we create again function-based view, which is going to be called detail, but we're going to pass two things for this one. So request and then detail. So we need the detail so that we can so that we know like which listing we want to see. And we have to query the database and tell the database to give us that particular listing based on the ID. So we have to pass detail ID. So we have to pass the ID so that the database knows which one we want. And then again, we also need to pass this variable which holds the data so that we can use it in the template, because we need to pass it to the template to be used. So once again, we need to pass the ID as well, and then we need to query the database and giving so in this line of code we need to include the ID so that the database knows which listing we want to see, which data we want to get from which listing, and then we pass this variable that holds the data. So here's an explanation. You can look at that if you want to. Now let's go to templates, listings, and let's create a new template called detail.html. And you can see the folder tree here. Alright, so let me just copy that HTML code. So once again, we're passing the nav bar, and we're using the block content tags to display the content of each page. For this one, we're the additional info is the post date, the contact email, and the photos. You will see them bigger, I think, if you go to this page or something like that. And yeah, that's I think that's the extra information. Maybe there's one more that I added here. I don't remember, but that's you'll see more details. So you'll see the detail. You'll see the listing in more details. So that's for that one. And now we need to activate the button. So go to the all listings.html and let's add the link here. So we need to add the path or the URL to the listings detail template. And then we need to pass the ID so that we know like which listing we want to see, so that Django knows. So now we can run the server and we should see so let's do that. Let's so go here. So go to the all listings page, and as you can see, the link has been activated. You can see the blue color here. And let's say yeah, let's see these the details of you see there's like 6 things here, and if you go and see the listing, you see more things. So you see the photos, you see the contact email, which you previously didn't see, and so forth and so on. If you go to all listings, let's see the other listing, it will give you the other listing. So this is the first listing that we created. So if we go to the URL, we should be able to see something like this here, which is the path to that listing. That's exactly what we get. If you go to the other listing, you should get number 2 or 2. because that's the second one that we created. And if you add more listings, you would be able to see it. So 3, 4, and so forth and so on. Alright, I think that's all for this chapter. I'll show you the quiz again here. Covering part of it, so let's go there. Need to remove this. The challenge. And then this is the answer sheet, or the answers. Alright, I'll see you on the next video for chapter 8. Thank you.